Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Zen Lounge. It is October 16th, 2024, here in the USA, and I have some information to share with you guys today. We've been following these projects for a long time. Ripple, Key Rock, Coreum. I actually have an interview with Key Rock some time ago. But basically, let's get to the point. So over the past year, one of the biggest banks in the world, actually the 26th biggest bank in the world in Germany, a Deutsche Bank, has basically began to embrace crypto. And Keyrock has actually partnered with them to help with cross-currency operations in their digital market. So now Deutsche Bank and Keyrock are partners. We do know that Keyrock, Ripple heavily invested into Keyrock. It's basically a Ripple-backed operation. And here at the Zen Lounge, we actually have a validator on Coreum blockchain. And we also know that one of the reasons we've been following Keyrock is the fact that Keyrock is one of the institutional validators on the Coreum blockchain. Keyrock has also basically been closely working with Coreum. You could actually see that they're one of the only institutional validators chosen for the liquid staking module on Pulsera. So there's actually liquid staking now on Pulsera. So if you click staking and we switch over to the Coreum network, we could actually liquid stake our Coreum. I'm going to show you guys this really quick because what I really want to show you is that Keyrock was the only institutional validator chosen on this list. They're closely working. I also have a screenshot. Basically, this is from basically yesterday. Keyrock basically working on their validator with the Corium team in the validator chat. So they're closely working together. Some cool things are happening. And, part of the research that I've been sharing on YouTube is connecting the dots between does Corium and Ripple have some form of relationship? They have basically all the same partners and connections because Keyrock is going to be the RLUSD market maker as well. The only market maker that Corium uses is Keyrock, as far as information I've been told. But today at Ripple Swell, you could see that upon regulatory approval, RLUSD will be globally available for institutions on Uphold. Bitstamp actually just got bought out by Robinhood, I believe. So like Robinhood, Ripple's involved. I believe that Bitstamp is making a derivatives exchange with Ripple. Like some big shit's popping off in 2025. Um, if you guys watched my recent video I posted before a couple weeks ago with Toki Finance, the top 10 bank in Japan, top 10 bank in the world, the biggest bank in Japan, basically is doing all these pilot tests called Project PAX, and they're basically going to be commercializing their stablecoins by 2025. And then you have Ripple with RLUSD. I was very impressed. I watched an interview with Jack McDonald talk about RLUSD. It seems like the real deal. All this stuff is going live, by 2025. Things are going to get crazy. It's really time to lock in my opinion. But yeah, so Key Rock is going to help support liquidity. So Key Rock is the market maker for RLUSD. Key Rock is the market maker for Solacorium. So, that's kind of like what I've been sharing with my research for the past couple of years is like they're definitely seem to be in bed together. So you can see Deutsche Bank, Key Rock, Germany, some information from the past started to connect with me because I had this post about Germany being one of the number one regions that actually use Sologenic 2023. Fabio said it's actually top four region. Deutsche Bank is German. Bob Ross had that post. Like a lot of people are like were like, how come you're not making videos? Well, Bob Ross said he wasn't really he was like had all this stealth. So there hasn't been much stuff for me to share. But basically, coin holder says here the next phase of adoption will be at the enterprise level. This is where we shine. He basically saying there's going to be some big things coming. We know that Bob Ross said this month in October there should be some big news. I've been waiting for the information about the asset tokenization gateway. That's supposed to be like the first taste that we have of the relationship between Quorum and the XRPL, how they work in harmony. So I've been waiting for that. That was like my last video. I was talking about that. So that's basically so it should be coming. But yeah, here's my research here. Um, in November 2022, market maker raised 72 million from Ripple and a couple other big funds. But Ripple backed Key Rock. We've been talking about them for a while. If you've been watching my videos. And then my information here. So it's the 26th largest bank in the world in 2023. Deutsche Bank, 1.4 trillion in assets, and yeah, German top four users. So yeah, let me see what else I have to share. I was saying that Ripple and Uphold are together with the RLUSD, like I showed you here. Uphold has Solo Quorum Vaults Live, which are like some special self-custody solution. So that's some new information. Like Uphold definitely supports Solo Quorum to this day. And we go back here. Where's RLU? I think I scrolled past it. But yeah, there's a lot of news going on. It's hard to keep up. You know, you got the appeal that's happening with the SEC case. You got Ripple Swell happening. You know, there's a lot of information. So, you know, you definitely gotta go beyond the information I'm putting out. You got to do your own research in this market and stay up to date because so much stuff is happening. So much is happening so fast. You need to make sure that you're on top of what's happening because by 2025, when all these stable coins, what everyone is saying is like, what is the point of stable coins once everybody has their money on basically these blockchains? After it's there, it's like, yeah, that's awesome. But then the use case of it being on a blockchain, okay, where do we go spend this currency, this new currency on the blockchain? Probably on the tokenized assets that are coming, on all the cool meme coins and all the cool culture stuff that's happening on the blockchain. But a lot of these banks probably don't trust these stable coins. Like how many people trust USDT? How many people really trust the company behind uh USDC Circle, right? If I was a bank and I was the top biggest bank in Japan, I would want to issue my own money onto these blockchains and then use that money to purchase and interact with different things. That's why a lot of people are speculating 2026 is going to be, you know, a year this whole thing really starts to mature because in 2025 is when all the stable coins, the Ripple stable coin, the Japanese stable coin, I believe the UAE just approved a stable coin. We can look that up together real quick. UAE stable coin. They just approved a stable coin to like 2025. And you know that the big thing is like what they're saying is, you know, these banks, what they say is conservative is the new sexy. Like dipping your toes in and moving slowly is the new sexy. That's what Jack McDonald was saying. So like we could expect them to start issuing the stable coins starting slowly, you know, and then after all the stable coins there, everything's good. 2025 is success. 2026, you know, you have all these tokenized assets coming. There was an article today saying the real world tokenization space. And this is what a lot of the serious companies are after because Stellar has some big news going on as well. If you haven't been keeping up with Stellar, they have some huge shit that they just dropped too. But the thing is, yeah, so let's look at this RWA 50X. So yeah, UAE's had their stable coins ready to launch. So everybody's going to enter with their stable coins. They don't trust USDT. They don't trust USDC. They want their own money, which I would too if I was a big bank. And once they have it, the number one use case of these stable coins are going to be cross-border payments. That's going to be really excellent for cross-border payments, things like that. But take the next level, derivatives, take the next level, securities, bonds, all that type of stuff tokenized onto the blockchain. You use your stable coins to purchase everything that you need to purchase in Web3. RWA tokenization sector could see a 50x growth by 2030. This is a report. Financial markets could drive significant part of the sector's growth above 10 trillion. They're saying that in the next, basically, let's just say, you know, This year went by very, very fast. It's October. We got November, December, then it's 2025. So basically 5 years away. We could watch a sector with our own eyes 50x. So we could watch this space mature 50x if everything goes right. Nothing is guaranteed, right? But this is going to be huge. You could see that the prize, like RWAs, is the big prize that a lot, like, of course, there's a lot of money to be made right now in a lot of other things in crypto, but a lot of the serious projects, this is what they're after. Like I've been showing you guys these tokenization projects, there's a bunch of them. They want to be part of this 50x growth, and us investors want to see 50x growth gains in our bags, right? Um, what else was I talking about? Yeah, so there's a lot to cover, a lot to discuss. But yeah, if you haven't watched my interview, this is from last year. I actually did an interview with someone from the Key Rock team talking about their Coreum validator, talking about what it is to be a market maker and how to actually enable these tokenized economies, kind of like what I'm saying now. Like, would a tokenized economy make sense? All these tokenized stocks, all these co tokenized assets, if there was no safe stablecoin to go in and out. Like to enable a tokenized economy, you need a rock solid stablecoin. And from what I was learning from my listening to the Ripple Swell talks is like that Ripple has because they've been acquiring all these companies and people are like, why are they acquiring all these companies? Well, sometimes it seems like they're just acquiring a company just to basically acquire the licenses that they have. And basically, they have so many unique licenses that like USDT does not have. You remember Coinbase just de is saying they're going to delist it. So when the coming regulations come in 2025, when these new stable coins come, um, it looks like Ripple has one of the best solutions. So let's go back to that post. Where is it? I couldn't find the exact post, but they were calling themselves basically like the one-stop shop. So they said that this is built for enterprise use. So you have instant payments that could settle globally 24/7 with no intermediaries, which is important. You have seamless on and off ramps. So you easily move between fiat and crypto, tokenization across value in real world assets. So here's the article about the one-stop shop. So we go here, you could see they've launched something called Ripple Custody. Here's the points. They're bringing bank grade custody solutions to fintech and crypto businesses. So they have simplified onboarding. They have XRPL tokenization support. They have pre-configured policy frameworks. They have compliance monitoring, all this new UI, and um, they definitely labeled it the one-stop shop. I can't find the exact post. But basically, these banks could basically have a one-stop shop with Ripple, a credible organization to basically do all their real-world asset needs. So custody is a key point in digital asset economy, and it's only growing. Like I was saying, the amount of crypto assets is expected to reach at least 16 trillion by 2030. So it's basically about they're expecting 10% of the world's, money is expected to be tokenized by 2030. It's like I said, 5 years away. That's like, remember when you were a freshman in high school and you graduated and then you went to your freshman year of college? That's like the same time frame. It's very, very quick. And the older you get, the faster time goes by, right? Like when you're young, a year feels so long. Now, as I'm older, it's like a year goes by very fast. So they have this next level custody support built into the XRP ledger that just released. And then, Bob saying he has this big news coming as we were seeing all this information coming. Oh yeah, one other thing that I just seen too is if we go to our XRP scan, a new amendment is passing, which is also going to help everything that we're discussing. Everything that we're discussing all connects also to this new amendment that basically is going to be voted in. So they have decentralized identity coming to the XRP ledger. And wait, this isn't it. Oh, where was it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. So this basically just hit enough votes for decentralized identity to come to the XRP ledger, and this is going to arrive on the XRP ledger. There'll be a software update on October 30th. So the validators on XRPL will upgrade their nodes to new software to have some cool new stuff coming to the XRP ledger. Um, you need to have some form of, identification. So this is decentralized identifier functionality to conform to the World Wide Web standard. You need to have probably identity if you're going to be issuing, legitimate tokenized assets, so this definitely is part of the whole thing that we're discussing tonight on this stream. This would have been cool to do a live stream with you guys tonight. I'll get back into this stuff heavily with you guys soon. Um, but yeah, so Ripple's move into custody solutions with these new features not only position it as a one-stop shop for digital asset infrastructure, but also signifies its ambition to become a pivotal player in the burgeoning crypto custody market, forecasted to grow significantly by 2030, 50x. By integrating custody is designed to cater to the needs of traditional finance while leveraging the advantage of blockchain technology. So lots of development, a lot of building has been going into these blockchains. Hopefully, in the next few months, 2025, 2026, 2026, we see a lot of this building and developing these blockchains really come to life. And yeah, so this is just some of the stuff that I've been looking into the past couple of days. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just me sharing what I'm learning. And you could always find me on Telegram, on Discord. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace out, everybody.